Hi guys, it's Ash from Envii. In today's video we're just going to show you a few steps into getting the pond ready for summer. They're going to be nice and easy. So yeah, let's just go and show you the pond. So we're into spring now, and we're actually at my pond today, and as you can see, it's not looking the best. The plants are lacking some life, and we do actually have a bit of string algae in the pond as well. So one of the first things we wanted to show you is actually the filter. A lot of people do tend to turn the filters off over, through the winter, which we did as well, and as you'll see on screen now, we actually set this up this morning. The pond filtration system actually plays a massive role within a pond. It will help prevent green water, just helps the water flow nice and easy, and it also can help prevent algae, obviously with the UV light that's in the filter. One of the first things you want to do is just to make sure that the filter is clean. That will be anything from cleaning the sponges, pads that are in there, essentially just a general wipe round. One thing that I do think is worth mentioning is the UV bulb. It's worth changing it at the start of each year. They're not too expensive, and it's really beneficial for just helping the water be clear throughout the year as well. So I'm just going to show you what the UV light looks like. In this particular filter here, you can see it. This is it right here. How it essentially works is the water's pulled through the pump's in the pond, this pipe is connected to that. It feeds up through to the filter, which goes into the UV light. That's when the UV itself will kill, essentially, the microscopic algae spores, which is what's creating the green water. It might not kill all of it, but it will kill at least some of it, which is obviously still very beneficial. Then it'll feed through to the sponges, and the sponges can pick up any debris or excess debris, such as like sludge and just twigs, leaves that haven't broken down. And then it feeds it straight back through to the filter. And then it's just a reoccurring cycle that'll just keeps going on and on. One thing that I personally think is very important, and a lot of people might overlook it, is actually adding beneficial bacteria to the filter. As we've mentioned earlier, that the water flows through the filter. So if you can get healthy water that's coming out of there and back into the pond by the beneficial bacteria, you're off to a good start. So the next step you want to have a look at is testing the water parameters. It's something that we recommend everybody to do. Essentially, it's just testing the pH, KH, GH, nitrites and nitrates in the water. So a good way to test for all of them is by using the test strips that we've recently brought out, the Envii pond test strips. Cover all 5 we've just gone over. And again, the application is really easy. In fact, I might as well just show you while we're here. It is just going to be a matter of using one of these strips, and then you just put it in the water for a couple of seconds, and then you just leave it a minute or so to dry. So here's the results of the test that we've just done. You can see the pH is a little bit lower than where it needs to be. Probably say it's on the borderline of around 7, but it probably does more match the 6.6. Yeah, that definitely does need monitoring and treating, to be honest. So we are going to do a treatment of pond equaliser for that. All the rest of them, so the KH matches in the OK range, the GH again is absolutely fine, and then there's no nitrites or nitrates. So especially in spring building up to summer, you probably want to just start introducing light feeds. You don't want to use too much, because any wasted fish food does tend to break down. Obviously it sits at the bottom of the pond, and it's what turns into the sludge, as well as twigs, leaves, that type of thing. Obviously an excess amount of sludge is what feeds things like algae and green water. So yeah, it's very important to only introduce a light feed to begin with, and then as we gradually go into summer, then you can begin the normal feeds again. So this next step is about beneficial bacteria. it's very important to get that bacteria in pretty much as early as you can do. The majority of our products that are bacteria based do work down to 4 degrees, so it's perfectly fine to use that now. Essentially it will target the nutrients in there that will feed microscopic algae. And the microscopic algae is what the green water is, and it's a pain for every pond owner. Anybody you know with a pond will tell you green water and algae are 2 of the worst problems you can have. So with using beneficial bacteria, that will help clear green water. It does also help prevent green water, and it'll also help you with suppressing the growth of new algae as well. Pond Clear is made up of 100% natural bacteria. So essentially it'll clear the water, clear green water, and help prevent green water in the future if used weekly. It also helps suppress the growth of new algae. All I'm going to do is fill that up with some pond water. My pond is around 3,000 to 4,000 litres, so to be on the safe side I'm going to do a treatment for 4,000. You do want to use 25 millilitres of this per 1,000 litres, which means I'll be using 100 ml per treatment for this. There is a measuring cap at the top, goes up to 25 millilitres, so I'll need 4 of these. So now it's just going to be a matter of pouring that around the pond. Try and do it as evenly as what you can do, just so you're going to spread that bacteria around a lot faster. So the treatment's as easy as that. Do this weekly and it'll help maintain a healthy, clear pond. We've covered a few basic steps now in terms of how to just prepare your pond for the summer. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment below. We do have a support team on hand, myself is included in that. So feel free to get in touch with us by phone, email, or we do also have a chat on our website as well. Right guys, so just one last thing from us. This pond channel is quite new for us, so any support you can do by subscribing to the channel, you know, we'd really appreciate it. Yeah, keep an eye out for the next video and thank you for watching. So one thing that I do want to just quickly, in fact, now let's start again. Right. Thing that I want to briefly just go over, and it's quite important, so I feel it's worth doing. I'm just going to show the UV light in this particular filter here. There we go. Let me get this open. Right, do you want to run that bit again? Right. So, right, let's get. We'll be able to edit that in, won't you?